Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. We're in Silicon Valley all week speaking to some of the best and brightest companies in the area. On our program today is Bharat. He's the CMO of 24/7 Customer. Welcome to our show.
Welcome.
So tell me a little bit about your company. What do you guys do?
We are in the business of digital transformation of sales and service experiences. So what that means is we look at online sales and service of different companies and transform that from the digital world to the call center. Instead of going to the call center, we eliminate calls, right? So if you're a consumer who is trying to solve a problem online and you're on the website of a company and you're trying to find a solution, you don't find a solution, typically you pick up the 1-800 number and call the call center. What we do is to predict that you have a problem, engage you, and then resolve the problem on site so that you don't call up the 1-800 call center. So that's what we do.
And I would imagine there's a pretty significant return on investment by helping companies with that kind of problem, right?
That's right. So typically we eliminate between 20 to 40% of calls coming into the call center. Research shows that out of every 10 Americans who try to contact a company for support, 4 out of 10 call up the call center first. 6 of them go online. But out of the 6 who go online, only 1 is able to resolve the problems online. 5 out of 6 end up again calling up the call center. So what we do is to make that 5 become like 1 or 2, right? So more and more resolution on the website or in any digital channel instead of calling up the call center.
Practically, how is that done? Walk me through. I'm a user. I go to the web. I have a problem with my my toaster. Is that a good example?
Yeah, could be a good example.
Problem with my toaster. What happens?
So you go online, say take the same toaster example or even more a complex product, right? So as you're surfing online, you may go first to the section and then say you may go directly to the contact us page, or you may go to the toaster and then look at some FAQs, and then you're navigating trying to find an answer to how do I get this fixed, right? So what we do is we have a software and analytics which essentially understands your behavior and then says, okay, you're trying to resolve a problem, you're unable to resolve this problem, and at the right time, it will bring up an interface, an interaction layer to the consumer, where it will come and say, are you trying to fix your toaster, right? And if you say yes, then it will take you through a step-by-step resolution so that you're able to fix that toaster or find a solution for your product online and then resolve it. If you're unable to do it with self-service, which is the predictive self-service that we bring in, then we transition it into chat. So it's predictive self-service transitioning into chat, and the chat gets handled by customer service representatives who know that you are actually trying to find a solution for a toaster. In the typical world, in the normal world, what happens otherwise is you do this, you would have spent like 5-6 minutes on the website and then call up 1-800. When you call up 1-800, you have to start again saying that I'm so-and-so, I've been waiting for this, blah, 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 and have to describe your whole problem. So you have, in essence, spent like 10, 12, or 15 minutes trying to solve the same problem, and we try to do it first time right online.
Reducing customer frustration.
Customer effort, customer frustration, and improving CSAT, customer experience, reducing costs, so there's a lot of implications.
And you work with companies all over the world?
Yeah, a lot of our companies are in the US. They are the top 5, top 10 in their businesses. We work with different financial institutions. We work with companies in the cable and satellite space. We work with telcos, and we work with companies in US, UK, Australia, and Canada.
You know, I really see an opportunity to connect your technology with some of the search engines and some of the social networks to kind of understand user behavior and try to figure out the challenges that they're having in other areas and be able to offer them proactive solutions as well. There's some privacy implications there, but it's interesting that your technology can be applied to much broader problems.
That's right, and we're very, very careful about not treading into the privacy area. So what we do is a lot of our analytics and prediction-based technology is more cluster-based instead of getting into specific to an individual consumer. That way we respect the laws and keep that separate from a data privacy perspective. And more importantly, you use the word proactive. We call it predictive. We don't actually say it as proactive. proactive was the previous era. So it's a new era of experiences becoming pretty predictive. Whether you're in Google search trying to do something, and you see a predictive search coming up. You go online, you go to say Amazon.com, you get personalized recommendations, right? So it's all very prediction based, and it's an immersive experience that consumers are getting used to. But the question is, when it comes to customer service or even sales online, it's not necessarily predictive. It's more reactive or at best proactive.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being on the program. It was great. Great to see you.
Thank you very much.